Lives have been lost due to COVID-19. The world is looking for solutions in the fight against the pandemic. A new scientific breakthrough has given hope, promising to cut the chances of death due to COVID by half, all thanks to a pill. As per an interim clinical trial result, the new experimental drug, Molnupiravir, reduces the chances of hospitalization and even death by around 50%. The trial results showed that the pill is effective for patients at risk of severe disease or at least one risk factor associated, such as obesity or older age. The analysis, which has more than 700 patients, found that around 7% of those given Molnupiravir were hospitalized and none had died after 29 days of treatment. This is in comparison with a hospitalization of just about 14% of placebo patients, which recorded 8 deaths. Now, patients from around the world took the drug every 12 hours for 5 days. The study enrolled patients with laboratory-confirmed mild to moderate COVID-19 who did not have symptoms for more than 5 days. Merck said that viral sequencing done so far shows that Molnupiravir is effective against all variants of the coronavirus, including the highly transmissible Delta variant. The United States government has remained positive, but stressed that vaccination is still the key to being in control of the pandemic.
The federal government has contracted to purchase 1.7 million doses to make this therapy available. The government also has an option for some additional doses. If approved, I think the right way to think about this is a potential additional tool in our toolbox to protect people from the worst outcomes of COVID. But I think it's really important to remember that vaccination, as we've talked about today, remains far and away our best tool against COVID-19. It can prevent you from getting COVID in the first place. And we want to prevent infections, not just wait to treat them once they happen.
Scientists believe the treatment could reduce the severity of the illness, but does not prevent it entirely. They also warn that the introduction of the oral drug does not mean the pandemic has ended.
I still am quite concerned about the situation, both in the United States and globally. We're still at 2,000 deaths per day. All of those deaths were unnecessary because they could have been prevented through vaccination. And we still continue to accelerate globally. Certainly having this drug as another tool in our toolbox, but I think we have to be careful about saying that this is going to be a miracle. It's still no substitute for vaccinating the world.
Current treatment options include antiviral remdesivir and generic steroid dexamethasone, which are given only after a person is hospitalized. This means Molnupiravir can act like a preventative drug.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.